Insanity, I am the beast that ace cancel me. Granted, he is handsome with the bread, but underneath, way under feet, I cannot see the soul. Up in the grease like the holes in the ozone, up in the heat like holes in the snow globe. You raise your piece, get froze, check the logo. KH kill haters, cold and darks, patience when I'm stuck in prey surveillance. Watch my patience take your plate right off the table. Tell them wait here, waiters waiting in my water. Fishy rappers hate the cadence, is a tip. When I drop down, you know it's time for prayer. Think I need a moment, man, I'm zoned out.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free wave. Hello? What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with a reaction series. So today is Friday. It's Friday, and you know what that means. We got more ERB on deck. Now, you guys know I read the comments: the good, the bad, the ugly, the troll. And this is definitely the next highest requested one. We're going to do the battle of the military commanders. I'm talking about Shaka Zulu versus Julius Caesar. But before we go any further, guys, I got to give a quick shout out to my Discord. We just had a written battle in there. It was a huge tournament, and I got to shout out the winner. Shout out to my homie Clint Eastwood, man. Congratulations on the victory. Listen, if you guys want to support the Discord and the community that we have going on there, it's fellow music heads, great discussions on there, a great community. I'll put the link to that below. But anyways, we know what we're here for. ERB, step back up to the plate. Let's see what you got.
Julius Caesar.
Oh, that was cool. I love the strings. Doop. And the impacts and just letting the strings run and that orchestral build, man. The epic beats and the production that ERB uses. It always sets it up so well for me. And then right there, we had a little bit of the tribal drums introduced just to add a little bit of that Zulu swag to it. Let's go.
Julius Caesar. Shaka Zulu. He's a commander.
Me Caesar. Why does that make me think of like Jar Jar Binks right there? But Owisa, wasn't that like a hammer? It was like a Zulu war weapon, right? So my Zulu war weapon that I've named, please meet Caesar, meet his face, and smash it in with the savagery I'm about to spit right now. That was a nice little rhyme scheme too, because didn't he have, hang on.
He's a commander.
Yeah, Caesar, Owisa. I like how he took the Heza and made that fit with that little scheme right there and how he was bending the enunciation. When I go hand to hand with you, I go hammer. Why does that make me think of MC Hammer? Can't touch this. Yeah, that happened. But I like the Conan lines. Conan of the Savannah. So of the African savannah, but being like Conan the Barbarian, he's just the motherfucking OG in the house right now.
Thinks he can dance with Conan of the Savannah. But when I go hand to hand with you, I go hammer. Knock off his dome, wrap it up in his own banner. Send it back to
knock off his dome. And like Roman and Greek architecture too. Classical architecture uses a lot of domes, but also dome, like knock off his head, knock off his skull, and we're going to wrap it in his own army's banner. You know, his symbols and his flag that he waves.
Nice. With you, I go hammer. Knock off his dome, wrap it up in his own banner. Send it back to Rome with a message from the Zulu.
Knock off his dome, send it back to Rome. Here how he just holds that out. It's got like a hum to it. And I love how he's got that as like the A rhymes. And then the B rhymes, he's got the Anna. Like he just carries that scheme out. Om, Anna, Om, Anna. Just nice little writing right there.
Knock off his dome, wrap it up in his own banner. Send it back to Rome with a message from the Zulu. If you battle Shaka, this would happen to you. If you cross that equator, you're...
So cut his head off, send it back to him as a warning. I mean, typical military strategy, especially back then. Cut off your enemy's head, send it to your enemies. Just go, yeah, you want to fuck with us? We're going to decapitate your ass.
With a message from the Zulu. If you battle Shaka, this would happen to you. If you cross that equator, you'll head straight into a massacre. Fuck by more than just Cleopatra and Africa. You talk a lot of...
Ooh, you naughty boy, talking about Cleopatra. Because Caesar, he used to get it on with Cleopatra in Egypt, that's for sure. And what was it? The Roman Empire never stretched below the equator. But Zulu Nation was obviously below the equator. So he's like, if you want to come on down to the southern part of Africa, you know, we'll give you a welcome. Shit's cooking down here. Kind of like my sexy chicken t-shirt. knoxhilldmv.com.
Equator, you'll head straight into a massacre. Fuck by more than just Cleopatra and Africa.
You talk a lot of shit for a man wearing a diaper. I heard you had poison spit.
Oh, this is Epic Lloyd, and he's got that same kind of cadence and tone. It's just like a little bit of haughtiness that he used in the Oppenheimer character. Thanos was Oppenheimer.
Cleopatra never
You
got.
talk a lot of shit for a man wearing a diaper. I heard you had
Talk a lot of shit for a man wearing a diaper, because in a diaper you shit. You're talking shit, but really, because of your tribal garb and how you dress, you just look like a big giant man baby.
But more than just Cleopatra never
You
got.
talk a lot of shit for a man wearing a diaper. I heard you had poison spit. Where was it in this cipher?
Ooh, you get nasty, Caesar. I like it. I heard you had poison spit, because what was it? They didn't use poison darts. No, they used like different herbs and plants and would put it in their mouths, but they wouldn't chew it and ingest it, and it would be poisonous. And then when in battle, they would spit into the faces and the eyes of their enemy and like blind them. And yeah, then they would just go stab motherfuckers.
Shit for a man wearing a.
So he's saying obviously that historical reference to the poison spit, but also having poison spit, like with these bars, as rappers, we spit on the microphone. And then he's got a nice cipher line too. Because in rap, you know, we have rap ciphers. We have multiple artists on it, and you try to one-up the other rapper, and you get to spit your bars. The next rapper gets to spit his bars, so a cipher like that. But I'm trying to think of decoding and encryption. And isn't there something that's called the Caesar cipher, right? Yeah, it is. It is. It's the Caesar cipher, and basically, like, you slide numbers according to the alphabet. So maybe, like, it's a 3-off cipher, so you go from, you know, D all the way over to A, or am I getting that right? Yeah, something along those lines. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Cool bars. A lot encrypted in there.
Fuck, but more than just Cleopatra never
You
got.
talk a lot of shit for a man wearing a diaper. I heard you had poison spit. Where was it in this cipher? Cause all I hear is threats from a brute with no discipline. And I'm ruling over you like a boot full of my citizens. And you should take your
Ruling over you like a boot full of my citizens. Roman Empire in Italy. Italy shaped like a boot. He's having the boot on the neck of his citizens. You know, he's ruling with discipline, with an iron fist. He's saying Zulu Nation, like, yeah, y'all are just tribal. Like, Caesar views them as savages. And like he's done with the savages throughout Europe and the barbarians, you know, putting them down and putting down those uprisings.
threats from a brute with no discipline. And I'm ruling over you like a boot full of my.
I like how he walks, like, you know, very military, important, commander-esque. Sometimes I walk into McDonald's and I'm like, I want a McDouble now. Right.
Citizens, and you should take your cowskin shield and hide under it. You're fucking with the most triumphant third of the triumvirate.
Oh, you're fucking with the most triumphant third of the triumvirate, and fuck your cow shields. Hey, he's got beef. He's got beef with him. But what's a cow shield going to do against the technology and superiority of the Roman Empire? And the triumvirate, there was 3 of them, right? It was Pompey, it was Caesar, and what the hell was the other dude's name? I want to say Cassus. I can't remember his name, but he tried to start a war in the East, and he died. Knox's historical brain is not working as well today. But anyways, he died pretty early on, right? So then it was left to Pompey and Caesar, and then obviously they had a civil war amongst each other. Pompey fled to Egypt, and we know that Pompey had his ass murdered down in Egypt, and Caesar eventually became the sole dictator of Rome. But there was 3 of them really forming this little collective and vying for power at the time of the Roman Empire. Well, before the Roman Empire was established.
Cowskin shield and hide under it. You're fucking with the most triumphant third of the triumvirate. I'm first to the empire and last of the Republicans. And hunting you.
Oh, that's good. I'm first to the Empire and last to the Republicans. Why am I still thinking about Star Wars? It's got to be because of the Jar Jar Binks at the beginning. But last to the Republicans, because Rome was a republic. And what was it? Didn't Caesar enact in a state of emergency? And in the states of emergency, you could march upon Rome, and Rome would just have one consul just lead the people in a state of emergency. So Caesar took advantage of that, because normally it was 2 consuls in those situations, and then power would be handed back. But in this case, he took control, and he named himself consul for life. But he didn't exactly rule for life, because yeah, he got stabbed in the end, unfortunately.
With the most triumphant third of the triumvirate. I'm first to the empire and last of the.
But also being first to the empire, because technically he was the first emperor. He was the first to establish a Roman Empire. He was an emperor, and it really was actually his son, Augustus, who dealt with the backlash and all the shit and really kind of established having an emperor, because Caesar got his ass killed pretty quickly. But yeah.
Republicans and hunting you accompanied by legions of my country. Who has my kidnap?
Oh, by legions of my countrymen, the Roman Legion, the Roman Army. Nice
Fire and
double.
last of the Republicans and hunting you accompanied by legions of my country. Oh, ask my kidnappers if I'm just a shit.
Ooh,
talker.
remix.
Dunk on you like boom shakalaka.
What? What has just happened to my life? Ask my kidnappers if I'm just a shit talker. Because what was the story? He was kidnapped by pirates, wasn't he? Yes, I want to be a pirate one day. Total side note. Yeah, you know, like the Potomac River where I grew up, like people used to ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And some people say, I want to be a doctor, you know, I want to save the world. And I would just look into the face of my guidance counselor and go, I want to be a pirate. And I want to build a wooden ship and just raid and pillage up and down the river of D.C. That happened. Anyways, Knox is going on tangents. But so he was kidnapped by pirates, and then they were ransoming him for some money, and he was like, I'm worth more than that. You better up that price. Oh, and after you up that price, I'm going to come back and I'm going to kill all y'all. Actually, I'm going to crucify y'all. And what did he do? Well, he got released. He went and found them, and he crucified them. And then to show that he was merciful after he crucified them, he slit their throats after that. Caesar's ruthless.
Ask my kidnappers if I'm just a shit talker. Doc J dunk on you like boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. Do we have one of the greatest basketball games of all time? I'm talking about NBA Jam. He's on fire right now, Julius Caesar. But when you dunk in NBA Jam, it go boom shakalaka. He's dunking on this track. And then Dr. Dre, come on. Dr. J, Dr. Julius Irving in the house, who was nicknamed Dr. J, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Awesome dunker, would just posterize people. Yeah, I like that reference. That's dope. Playing off of Julius Caesar, Julius, Dr. J.
Ask my kidnappers if I'm just a shit talker. Doc J dunk on you like boom shakalaka. So don't go rattling your sticks at me. If I wanted to Shakespeare, I'd waggle my biography.
I heard of your
Wordplay. If I wanted to Shakespeare's, don't go waggling your sticks. And I take that as a little bit of a sexual innuendo too. You know, you got little sticks. Don't wave those around here. But if I wanted to Shakespeare's, like those sticks, Shakespeare had the play Julius Caesar, which served as Julius Caesar's biography and was actually pretty accurate. Yeah, pretty damn accurate for a playwright. Well done to Shakespeare. Shout out to him.
Rattling your sticks at me. If I wanted to Shakespeare, I'd waggle my biography.
I heard of your play. Tell me, how does it end? Oh yes, you get stabbed many times by your friends. So what's your goal?
That's a great fucking rebuttal. That is a great rebuttal right there. Playing off of the Shakespeare lines in the play. I heard of your play. How does it end? Oh yeah. You got fucking stabbed. What was it? Was it like 23 times? Yeah, shit happened. Dude was like Michael Jordan of getting stabbed.
Of your play. Tell me, how does it end? Oh yes, you get stabbed many times by your friends. So what you gonna do with your romance sword? When the lines of your legion get gored by the horns of the Zulu.
I love the swagger to this man, and he's like doing some tribal calls and the ad-libs, which is just adding more to it.
Your romance sword. When the lines of your legion get gored by the horns of the Zulu.
I mean, look at that military
With your
formation.
romance sword. When the lines of your legion.
So, what was the Zulu military tactics? Like, those are the horns of the Zulu. So basically, it was a flanking maneuver. So the chest is right there in the middle, and that's where he would put his most experienced warriors. And then on the outside would be the younger, more agile, faster moving warriors. And then at the back, he'd have his reserves. And it was like a pincer movement, how they would attack you and just rally on your ass.
Get gored by the horns of the Zulu. Straight on thorns. To dismember any emperor's pasty white horns.
Pasty white hordes. Hang on a second. Because Caesar was Italian. I mean, they've got more like, you know, they definitely don't have fair skin. Definitely darker, tanner skin, getting in that sun in the Mediterranean. Did the Zulus actually train on thorns? That's pretty fucking cool if they did. That's badass.
Any emperor's pasty white horns. The strength of a lion and the speed of a cheetah. And everyone knows you're just a chicken, Caesar.
That's great delivery. You're just a chicken, Caesar. I like that. I really like the way that that's just put out there. Shout out to Caesar salad, which is delicious with chicken on top of it. I am officially hungry. You know where you can get some sexy chicken merchandise? knoxhilldmv.com. Put some Caesar dressing on this bitch. All your friends are going to be envious.
Cause I'm going to laugh. Pave roads with the bones of your goat herding ass. First my front lines will drop back.
I will pave roads with the bones of your goat herding ass. Because, you know, like, just to show dominance of an empire, like they would crucify people and put them up on the road, or, you know, put up the skulls of their enemies. So he's basically taking your bones. And the Romans, you know, being the advancement of civilization at the time, yeah, they paved their roads. And we didn't get paved roads again until the fucking Industrial Revolution, so the Romans were well ahead of their time with that.
Spank you in the chest and I'll decimate your horn. You can't outrun.
Ooh.
Hurting ass. First my front lines, I'll drop back and spank you in the chest.
Wow, he is taking us through his military strategy right now. My front lines will drop back and then spank you in the chest, right? So that's a super clever double because he's like spanking his ass in the chest, like literally on this rap on the mic, but also he's talking about the Zulu formation in the chest, right? So he would drop back. And they use this against barbarians especially because they would drop back and make it look like they were retreating, when really it was a formation they were doing to in turn outflank and in turn just turn the tables on the enemy. So they would kind of draw them in and then outflank them.
I'll pave roads with the bones of your goat herding ass. First my front lines, I'll drop back and spank you in the chest, then I'll decimate your horn. You can't outflank the best. Let's go.
Decimate your horns, you can't outflank the best. There it is, see? Caesar was known for outflanking motherfuckers, okay? I like it.
Come at me, my...
And obviously the horns, like his horns to his military formation, and then also like his tribal horns. I like this. I like
I can
this.
spank you in the chest, then I'll decimate your horn. You can't outflank the best. Let your reserves come at me, my ballista's cocked and ready.
My ballista's cocked and ready. My war machine firing at your reserves, but also like ball, ballista, ball, cock. We get the scheme. We get the scheme. He's firing his spear.
Decimate your horn. You can't outflank the best. Let your reserves come at me, my ballista's cocked and ready. I always keep my whole crew. There's no use in murdering you and your heathen. You can grow my wheat for me after you're beaten.
Whole war!
There's no use in murdering you. You can grow wheat for me. Wow, that was vicious. I will basically enslave your ass. And that beating is a double, isn't it? After I beat you in this battle, but also I'll make you my slave and I will literally whip your ass and beat you. That is a nasty historical bar. Wow. That was a good battle. That was a really good battle. Nice. Oh shit. Oh shit, they're doing the formations. That's so cool. That's the horns and the chest of the Zulu on the left, and that's Caesar's formation on the right. That's dope. Shout out to D Storm, man. He did a great Shaka Zulu. I loved his attitude, his delivery. That was fucking dope. And obviously Epic Lloyd did a good job as Caesar too. I felt like we should have gotten a third set of verses from these boys. I'm going to give that an applause. I really enjoyed that. I think there were some really good back and forth bars. That was a really good battle. The writing was good. The vibe was right. Caesar's kind of haughty, devil-may-care, disciplined attitude versus the aggression and the energy of Shaka Zulu. Man, that's a close one. I don't even know who I want to give a winner to. I think I will slightly give it to Caesar just because I liked some of his lines a little bit better. But overall, awesome. ERB, you were Knox Hill certified. So hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. Comment down below any other ERBs you want to see me do, or if there's other artists you want to see me check out. I try to read all of your comments, guys. I respond as much as I can, so please keep commenting and keep posting. Also, if you're here at the end of this video, do me a favor, subscribe, notifications on, so we can keep growing, keep building the buzz, and keep doing this. It bumps us up in the algorithms, guys. Let's get seen by other people who might like reaction channels like this very one. As always, this is your reminder to stay safe, stay positive. It's Knox Hill. I'll catch you again tomorrow for the live stream. Take care. I'm out.